Romance and Melody with Gill and Demling. Paris isn't as gay as I thought it would be, Gil.
Well, if Jean would only listen to reason, we'd get someplace.
You're going someplace, and it looks like it'll be for a ride.
Well, no matter what you say, Frank, I still think Tom is wrong.
Oh, Jean, it was all my fault.
Listen, Frank, was it your fault that Tom kissed Fifi?
Well, it was the same idea I had. He shot her a glance.
Well, nevertheless, I'm just going to show him a thing or two.
Oh, Jean, please.
Just like me. I went with a school teacher once, and she sure taught me a lesson.
Yeah, and you went with a girl usher, too, and she put you in your place.
That's a horse apiece. Let's go riding.
Now, listen, Jean.
Huh?
Frank and I have written a play about Napoleon. Will you come up to the rehearsal and forget about your troubles?
Well...
Oh, come on, Jean. The play is terrific. We're getting it all ready for the next ship's concert. Come on, please.
Well,
huh?
All right. But if I see Tom, I won't speak to him. I won't say a word.
You won't talk, eh? Lady, what a mother-in-law you'd make.
Every bench learns a lot when it's in a shady spot, in a park in Paree in the spring. Every car seems to stall where the darkest shadows fall, in the park in Paree in the spring. Those gendarmes always do their duty, so nurses have found. And when you're sitting with a beauty, they're always around. People stroll hand in hand, and the scenery is so grand, in the park in Paree in the spring. There is wine in the air, and an air of I don't care, in the park in Paree in the spring. Each lover and his love discover, nature is a wonderful thing. And they all want to be in the park in Paree in the spring.
Very nice.
All right, now for the play. Everybody got their parts? The title of the opus is Napoleon and Josephine, or can he? Of course he can. The scene opens in Napoleon's penthouse atop a high-class livery stable in Paris. It is 1812, in the shade. Napoleon is pacing on the floor, looking at a statue of himself, which turned out to be a bust. The reason for his hand inside the coat is that he just returned from a campaign in Egypt. The pyramids were covered with hieroglyphics, and he got some of them inside his shirt.
Curtain, Napoleon speaks.
Vichy? Vichy, where is my faithful General Vichy? If he doesn't show up soon, I'll have to take my hand out of my coat and ring for him.
Hi, Nappy. Been paging me?
Listen, Vichy, your report card shows you've been absent 5 times and tardy twice this month. What's the idea?
Well, it's this way, you little corporal, you.
Yeah?
In addition to being one of your most trusted generals, I am also a spy for the British, and I had to go over there and report. They gave me £5,000 for our plans for the next 3 weeks.
Taking a little on the outside, huh? Well, after this, either be honest or cut me in for 40%.
Okay, Emperor.
Now, listen. Go down to the aide-de-camp and get him to sign a written excuse.
Yeah, but you have 2 aides-de-camp, Your Highness.
Yeah?
One in a yellow uniform and another dressed in orange. Which one shall I report to?
Better try the orange aide, but don't let him catch you spiking him.
Okay. Say, I've got a better idea.
What's that?
How about a couple of seats for the Folies Bergère for tonight, huh? Do you suppose Josephine will still go for the old stall about a military conference?
I'm afraid not.
Say, what about that lieutenant of yours who had pneumonia and then went mad and stabbed 3 officers? Have they locked him up?
That's the answer. I'll tell Josephine I've got to sit up with the sick fiend.
Ah, c'est bien, oui,
Ah,
c'est
yes.
bien, and other expressions of approval.
Ah, c'est la guerre, mon ami. Voulez vouch retrouver le matin ce soir là par les encore?
Oh, je suis bien fâché, mais
Uh-huh.
oui, mais
Mais oui, c'est bien. Jawohl.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't understand a word you said, but I guess everything's all right.
That's it. Now let's get to work. I haven't done a thing all day, and if I don't get something accomplished, the sentries will stick their tongues out at me when I leave the office.
Say, how about some drawing up some plans for Waterloo?
Now, let Waterloo draw up his own plans. I've got battles to worry about.
No, Your Highness. We've got to meet the British at Waterloo the last Saturday of the month.
The British, huh? How have they done so far this season?
Well, the Austrians beat 'em last week, but it was a home game for Austria, and the British never have done well on the road.
I suppose. Well, as I remember it, we took the Austrians into camp last season, and did I regret it? Had to have the whole place fumigated.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a great engagement for us, Nappy.
I think so.
The British are going great guns, or am I too warlike?
This Wellington is quite a drawing card, I understand. I hope we're not doing this thing on a percentage basis.
Oh, no, it's a guarantee.
Good.
Shall I send them our acceptance of the battle? You know, in addition to the Duke of Wellington, the British are sending the Duke of York.
The Duke of Wellington and the Duke of York, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, send them a night letter, collect, and tell them Napoleon is coming, and they'd better put up their dukes. All right, boys, ready for Act Two.
Vive la France! Vive l'Empereur! Vive las whole works!
Hey, who are these guys, Napoleon?
Well, they're my three field marshals, Marshal Ney, Ye, and Yowza. But they've got to quit calling me La Emperor. The army might not understand, you know.
Well, here we are at Waterloo. Has the army been fed yet?
No? Well, if they haven't, feed 'em. An army, you know, travels on its stomach.
What for?
To keep from getting hit, you mug. C'est la guerre!
Vive la guerre! Vive la guerre! Vive la guerre!
Well, that puts 'em in third gear, I guess.
Mhm. Some funny gag, Nappy.
How there, boys? How goes the battle, if any?
Josephine, my own sweet wife, the woman I love. He lied.
Well, who were you expecting?
Well, we won't go into that right now. What brings you here to Waterloo?
Well, you forgot your rubbers, Nappy. Besides, I want to tell you the king is dying.
The king is dying.
Leroy is practically mort. Vive Leroy!
That's strange. When we left, he was in the best of health.
Well, he dropped over to see me. He asked for a kiss, and what can I do? He's a king, isn't he? He said, Josie, give me just one kiss. Kiss me till I say when.
Well, did he say when?
Well, what do you think he is, a ventriloquist?
Well, what is he dying of?
The heat, Nappy, the heat.
His Eminence the Duke of Wellington, Knight of the Bath, KB, KGF, KSE, PDQ.
My, Wellington has quite a network, hasn't he?
Yeah, quick, Nappy. Give him our call letters.
Welcome, Wellington. This is NAP, the voice of Napoleon, VDCODPU.
How do you do, gentlemen? I was passing by and I thought I'd drop in and have a bit of a chat.
Well, we drowned all the chats, but we still have some of the chittens, if you'd be interested.
Introduce me, Nappy. This guy looks interesting.
Oh, yes. Wellington, meet the wife. Don't laugh.
Ah, Josephine, you are charming. You are exquisite. And that is quite a compliment coming from the Knight of the Bath.
Say, Nap,
Huh?
what's a night of the bath?
Saturday, goon.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see your battle plans. I'm making a collection.
Well, show him the plans, Vishy. I mean, don't be stingy.
Well, they're a little formative as yet.
Yeah.
These plans are for Waterloo, and then we've got an offer to play a return engagement in Moscow.
How interesting. How very, very interesting.
Well, it's like this, you see. We plan to take the British by surprise. Half the army goes this way, half the other way, with Napoleon in command.
That's me.
The British army is in command of the Duke of Wellington. Uh-oh.
The Duke of Wellington. Can this be...
Say, you don't happen to be the Duke of Wellington, do you?
Well, I'm incognito.
Oh, that's different.
All right.
For a while, we thought you were the Duke of Wellington.
Yes, sir, that's our mistake. You know how it goes.
Well, now that you've seen the plans, let's step outside and have a little talk. Maybe I could help you out. Who knows?
Ah, an excellent idea, Josephine.
Well, so long, boys. Keep everything under control. Come on, Dookie.
Pretty fast worker, this Wellington.
That was as smooth as a mouse's ear.
Maybe he'll take Josephine away from you, huh?
I wonder what they're doing.
Viva what they are doing.
Ah, what about me? I have not yet said my part.
Well, who are you supposed to be?
Me? I am Josephine's lady of the waiting.
Well, things are so bad. Josie had to lay off 3 of you girls. You just keep right on waiting, will you?
Or better yet, you sing the exit march. How's that?
Ah, très bien. Now the whole world loves a lover, romantic and frantic. My man is that great lover, he's master of the art. Each night just like a caveman, he hold me and he scold me. And when he act like that way, I look at him and I say, no, no, baby, don't do that to mama. No more, baby, remember where you are. I let you have this tiny kiss, but that's enough. Say mommy don't like papa when he play so rough. No, no, baby, I see those tricks before. That's all there is. There isn't any more. Now I take that promise not with you. And when I say, merci beaucoup, you look at me and you say, baby, me too. No, no, baby, don't do that to mama.
Boy, that's what I call terrific.
Hey, Frank,
What's that?
a messenger just brought you a letter marked personal and private.
I wonder what it could be.
Oh, it just says Tom wants to see you right away.
Nice going, Demling.
Anything to oblige, Gil.